Let's start my presentation in a few questions. What is the role of artificial intelligence and what is their purpose? And the most important thing is to determine the importance of artificial intelligence, not limited in academic, technological, transformational, or in different field, in a generic matter. Good day, everyone. In behalf of my representing institution, the Cavite State University, it is my honor to present my studies entitled Role of Artificial Intelligence in Academic Research Writing, a literature review that is conducted from the month of September 2023 to February 2024. And I am Marc Darish P. Alcazar, a Master in a Public Administration student from the Olivares College, Parañaque, and a Certified Research Specialist. Let's begin. So, it is very evident in an academic field that there is a huge implication and influence of artificial intelligence, not just limited to the academic output of the students, but also the huge factor on how it contributes for the development of the education. But before we begin, there's a declaration of disclosure. I declare that I do not have any conflict of interest in this undertaking. The contents of the presentation are based on research findings, literatures, and materials from colleagues, my knowledge and experience. This is for research presentation, sharing, and learning purposes. All images used in this presentation are from Google and no copyright infringement as intended. So before we begin, there's a lot of AI tools that researchers and students use, such as Wellboat, Research Rabbit, PaperPal, and some other different AI generated that would lead and contribute to the different sectors and areas. And at the same time, it is very important to address the AI versus humans. Who's winning the innovation race? Okay? And also, the application of the natural language processing. Because this study reveals the natural language process on how, and it's the process developed and has a huge implication on how to create an effective and an academic research writing. And just like an email filtering, language translation, smart assistant, document analysis, something and so on. And I am trying to connect it to political science, which is my forte, since I am a political science graduate. So the rationale of the study, it is very important to narrate and discuss what is AI, okay? Projects, the developing system of digital computers to perform human-associated tasks, centralization of activity in computers since the 1970 digital age, lead people to discover more about its developing nature even until the 21st century. Other than its capacity to imitate human-like tasks, AI covers several intelligence components, including that of learning, reasoning, problem-solving, perception, and language. So it is very evident nowadays in our modern world that the artificial intelligence has a big, huge implication, not just only in education, but in a lot of fields. But in regards to academic research writing, there's a time that AI contribute for the development, for the fostering of the output of one's study. Next, the research objective is the following. Determine the role of AI, or the artificial intelligence, in education. Discover the use of AI in academic research writing, and identify the AI tools for academic research writing, and learn the benefits of natural language processing and English language learning. Since the academic research writing is not only limited to political science, but in all fields, there is a research. Research is the foundation of everything, and we need to determine what is the role of AI, and most specifically, the natural language processing. And the methodology, since this study has no formal data gathering, a face-to-face and through self-made questionnaire, this study employed a mixed research study design. The data of the study is based on literature review only. No formal data gathering, as narrates by Ombudsman Collins et al., year 2010. Comprehensive literature review integrates both quantitative and qualitative findings from separate research studies, resulting in a mixed research review. And use the non-probability sampling involves non-random selection based on convenience or other criteria, allowing you to easily collect data. And also narrates narrative analysis, or the true narration, is often helpful for presenting data in the literature because it provides a general overview. They are also useful for setting the stage for future research, as they offer an interpretation of the literature, note gaps, and critic research. Moving forward, for the results and the discussion in the present, large language models and natural language, or the NLP, specifically analyze the capacity of the computer to study and decode language the same way as human do. So technically, there is a huge implication on what is the role of the human and the AI too. NLP models are commonly used for machine learning, statistics, and a deep learning model, which from early times are generated through hand coding. In the context of the 21st century learning panorama education, defined for CS. So there is a 4 CS as a basics on something that collaborate, the critical thinking. So it is one thing that we need to consider once we say use AI in any academic research writing. There is a critical thinking. It is very evident and important, most specifically to the researcher, to have a critical thinking before he or she use that specific service of AI. Collaboration from what? Not only limited to collaboration to AI, but also collaboration to different researchers to formulate an absolute and relevant research findings. Communication. So communication to what? Communication to the community, communication to the specific locale to properly address the concern. And lastly, creativity. So at the end of the day, if the researcher use artificial intelligence, it is very important that he or she knows what is the limitation. Okay, always set limitations. Moreover, NLP utilizes several applications to functions. It is information retrieval, information extraction, question answering, and that is a duty of AI. Okay, summarization, machines. But if something that, like if we go to ChatGPT, on Type IO website, there is a part that there is a paraphrasing, detecting if there is an AI. So it is too techy now. Okay. In the context of the 21st century, in terms of the benefits of the natural language processing in the English language learning, the researcher found that NLP provides a developing path for students and teachers to learn the English language in a more convenient way. So to view the positive view of the AI, still it is very evident that it contributes for the development of the learning of the students and the researcher as well. The use of NLP in its growing years develops limitation most specifically to students who tend to be very dependent and reliant on the product of the modern artificial intelligence. In embracing modernity as the OpenAI launched the model if NLP known as GPT-3 or ChatGPT last November 2022. The developing function of the new system assist students use the word assist only. It not replicate, it not change what is the duty. It is not every word as a system. Okay, it is very evident the word assist the student. It should also not to neglect the fact that the existing system, though portrays a capacity to answers like human, still cannot act like a human. Still, at the end of the day, AI is not human. Okay? There are no emotion. All AI-generated responses are limited to data. It has initially processed, leading to probable inaccuracy from time to time use. Okay, there is no assurance that artificial intelligence always has positive and a correct, accurate data. In conclusion, the study shows that natural language processing as a new system of artificial intelligence varies in its complex role in learning the English language, most specifically in the 21st century. Models of NLP like the newly launched GPT-3 or the ChatGPT is proof that the modern AI continuously develops and emerges in accordance with the growing society that people live in. Okay? People's demand. People have their own demand. Okay? They want to produce an output that is more and competitive, accurate, and there is still how AI help them. It is very important. But same what we talked about earlier, still at the end of the time, human is human. AI is AI. AI never replace the duty of the human. Okay? On the contrary, it is also concluded that every good benefit of NLP has a limitation that when neglected could create disadvantages that will overpower the human capacity. Too much dependence in modern AI system would create a society that makes people competent not because of human intelligence but because of artificial intelligence. Okay? And the recommendation is, it would like to recommend to future researchers who would be interested in the same topic to focus on further system of AI that affect English language learning or to focus on the other fields such as psychology, comsci, computer science, and also to political science, which I belong. And here is the references which I get the information presented. So thank you very much. Then have a nice day.